What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Yesterday we had a rankings video ranking all the general managers in MyGM by their power cards from weakest to strongest, and today we'll be doing the same thing but with each brand. We have two new brands making their debut in this game, and where will they rank on the list? We'll have to see. Just a quick note first, again, thank you all for the continued support on the channel by liking the videos and subscribing. It's been fantastic, so again, thank you so much. And without any further ado, let's jump into the list. Starting the list off at number 5 is NXT. The Fighting Champion power card is one that is very limited. I feel that its only value is to be played week 1 when starting a season to get a significant boost. If you hold on to this card, sure, you'll be able to make a 5-star match of your own, but your opponents won't be that far behind because of their strong rivalries, higher popularity wrestlers, and power cards of their own. If you use it week 1, you'll see a boost, but it's just the weakest of the 5 brand cards in my opinion. Coming in at number 4 is Raw. Raw has a pretty strong power card, but with a big limitation. This is War power card vetoes 3 random wrestlers from an opposing brand. The smaller the enemy roster, the more damage it'll do. The issue with this card is that it can't be played on a PLE. If that didn't exist, I'd argue this card has a case to be number 1. This, combined with the fact that it targets random wrestlers out of your control, is the reason for it being 4th on the list. The number 3 spot belongs to WCW. I debated having Raw over WCW, but ended up putting it 3rd because you have the control. There is a strategy with this card that if you draft a small roster and save some money so that by the time week 10 rolls around, you can sign basically a second roster of legendaries that will go until the end of the season using this power card. The other positive of this card is the fact that there is no limit to how many contracts you can extend. This card can definitely be a game changer if used right. The runner-up is last year's winner, Smackdown. The Birth of Legends power card was easily last year's best brand power card. Even though it hasn't changed at all, there is one card that I think is slightly better. I think the best strategy is to play this card at the beginning of each season because of the random factor. But look at this week 1 roster, this is really solid. This year's top brand in the number 1 spot is NXT 2.0. I think the best strategy for this card would also involve drafting an initial small roster. Now checking the free agents, you can see Jey Uso, Dolph, and Rhea. Those 3 would normally cost $680,000. Now with this power card, you're only going to pay $340,000. That is a huge savings. So you can also have a very strong roster on week 1 while still having over $700K at your disposal. And you can probably even have more money if you draft with this intention in mind. NXT 2.0 power card of fresh meat is almost unfair. It is an extremely useful card. You can choose to use it at any time and have full control over how it affects your brand. This is why I have NXT 2.0 at the top of the list. But these are just my opinions on which brands are the most powerful in WWE 2K23's MyGM. Do you agree with me, or do you think another brand should have gotten top spot? Let me know down in the comments. Also, while you're in the comments, let me know if you've enjoyed these ranking videos and maybe suggest some future topics you'd like to see ranked from WWE 2K23. As for now, stay tuned for Season 3 of WCW MyGM that's coming out tomorrow at noon Eastern, and as always, thanks for watching.